Hey guys, what's going on? I am Tyler Farringle, and I am joined by...
I'm Jack Hudak.
And we're here to introduce On the Spot Sports. Just to give you guys a little glimpse of what that is, On the Spot Sports is a sports podcast where we talk all things about pretty much all the major sports, you name it, NBA, NHL, MLB, NFL, or anything else related for that matter. We got the lowdown for you guys. We want to give you guys our take on what the hot topics are regarding those kind of sports. So here today, we're going to be talking about NBA, recapping the season, just kind of giving you guys a brief little update on the off-season, what to expect, what's to come up, and we're just going to give you guys our take. So, Jack, what do you think, first of all, let's talk about what happened. Congratulations to the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, congrats to the Raptors. It's amazing what they did.
Yeah, really, really awesome that they won the title here today. Any thoughts or comments on that celebration title? Toronto Raptors, your NBA champs. What do you think about that?
I'm really glad that the Raptors beat the Golden State Warriors again, or that they beat them, since the Warriors have been to the finals like 5 years in a row, right?
Yeah, this is the 5th year in a row.
And they've won back-to-back before this year. So I'm happy to see a new team get the crown. Like, the Raptors totally deserve it too. They had an amazing season, and it showed amazing NBA finals all throughout the series. It's amazing. I love it.
I really like what I saw too. Going into the series, I was really kind of questioning, what was going to happen. Was Toronto going to be anything for Golden State? But just, I don't know. As for me, as the series progressed, going on and on, I really, really felt like Kawhi Leonard established himself as maybe the greatest or best player in today's game, or one of the greatest or best players in today's game.
If Kawhi, can I hop in really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
If Kawhi isn't the top player, I believe he's top 2 for sure.
Yeah, top 2, top 3.
Yeah, top 2, top 3.
I mean, the Warriors really couldn't guard him throughout the whole final. I mean, you get this guy an open look, and he makes it every time. Really, really good from the free throw line. Really, really good on defense. And, the Warriors really had no answer. I mean, even with Kevin Durant kind of in for a while, they kind of fell behind in Game 5, but you could just tell, those 2 games where they lost were just a little bit off games. They weren't really playing their game, but they really had the Warriors' number from the start, so they really, really deserve that. And like you said before, new champion, I think that's actually a really good thing for the NBA, that the fact that the Raptors took it, first career title for their franchise, really cool for the team and the city. Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP. That's got to feel really good. Boardman got paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said back in college at San Diego State. Boardman gets paid, and he paid the city with the title, and he paid himself with another MVP, and disrupted another three-peat. I thought that was a really interesting stat too.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat's three-peat back in 2014 with the San Antonio Spurs, and then this year with the Toronto Raptors. They interrupt the Golden State Warriors' chance for a three-peat. I thought that was really, really special. But
I will give credit to the Warriors though. It was a good series, especially that Game 5 when the Raptors won by 1 point.
I think the Warriors won Game 5.
Yeah, the Warriors won Game 5, and they did a really good job of guarding Kawhi and double teaming him, especially in the last few moments of the game, where the Raptors were just trying to get the ball to Kawhi to shoot and hopefully win the game for them.
Yeah. All around good finals. Yeah, again, Golden State Warriors back at it again. They've kind of evolved this game into a 3-point game, and nobody really does it better than them, so that's why they're back in the finals for a 5th straight year. Don't know what's going to happen next year, though, and that's what we kind of wanted to get into next, was the NBA offseason. And yes, the technical offseason starts on July 1st. That's when everything can shut down. But we saw this weekend, any deals could take place. It just can't be official until July 1st. So recapping, going back to what Kawhi Leonard was able to do in the finals, and now some people may not be talking about this very much, but this all raises the question for, will he come back to Toronto next season? That is a huge question mark. Raptors or somewhere else, and then the rest of the free agent class going into next season. I got a question for you, man. Where do you think Kawhi Leonard will land up? I'll put you on the spot right now. Where will Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard go to headline this free agent class of 2019?
That's a great question. I believe Kawhi. I want Kawhi to go to the Lakers, especially with like this trade that has happened earlier, like the week. But like, I honestly, it's a hard question because I want him to go to the Lakers, but with like all the talent they have now, like with this trade going through, it's like because like if the Lakers get him, I think they're huge contenders for a championship in the next years. But I could also see him going to the Clippers because the Clippers coach has said that Kawhi is like the best NBA player in today's time, past LeBron James.
Yeah, I mean, direct comparisons to Michael Jordan. Doc Rivers, head coach of the Clippers. Very interesting comments, though. Yeah, but
it's very
go
interesting.
Right ahead and continue that thought, man.
Yeah, but I'd either say he goes to the Clippers or the Lakers, to be honest. How about you? What do you think about this?
LA, yeah. We all know he has ties to California, went to college back at San Diego State University. So we know he has ties to California. I do want to bring up that he does have a $6 million house, I believe it is, in the San Diego area. So that could very much play into effect that the team he goes to regarding if it's LA or if it's not. I also did hear that he could be looking for some houses in the Toronto area, so stay tuned. But if you want my take on whether or what he does in the free agency, I honestly feel like there's only two teams in this scenario for Kawhi Leonard, and I feel like it's the Raptors and the Clippers. You know, he came here to Toronto and he did the unthinkable and led them to a title. Nobody really thought that would happen, but it did.
Could they go back-to-back if Kawhi stays with the Raptors?
You know what? I'm definitely not counting that out at all. They should be one of the title favorites next year if Kawhi comes back. But when you look at these two kind of scenarios, either stay or go, I feel like if he stays, it's a huge thing for the team. You know, they get their leader back. They get all their revamping energy. They get all the bragging rights stirring up. Now they're kind of the center of the league because Kawhi has made Toronto the new, we got to take them out. I feel like that's really a big, I don't know. But I also feel like, with him leaving, especially for one of the LA teams, it's closer to home for him. But either way, wherever he goes, Raptors, Clippers, just my take, or anywhere else, he's going to have an immediate effect on the team.
For sure. Anywhere.
We saw what he did in the finals, and we know what he's capable of again. So I feel like pretty much anywhere Kawhi Leonard goes, it's going to be an immediate effect. Raptors, definitely, if he stays, got to be title favorites. If he goes to, let's say, the Clippers or the Lakers, or I've even heard rumors about the Knicks and the Nets, very small rumors, but I don't know if that'll happen. Knicks and the Nets, very vaguely in the picture. Eastern Conference has got a whole lot tougher, and the Clippers or Lakers. Western Conference is stacked again. Just another powerhouse team to look after. So very, very interesting. Kawhi Leonard. Also, though, I do want to kind of headline some big NBA free agents, other free agents going into the summer. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, well, not really anymore. We'll get to that in just a second. Kyrie Irving, Kemba Walker, Jimmy Butler, and many, many more. We have a loaded free agent class. And they're all rumored for somewhere. I mean, the top destination seems to be either the Knicks or the Lakers, but really anything can happen. So, but one of those names that I just named out, Anthony Davis, got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers this past weekend for 3 players on the Lakers and 3 draft picks. Very interesting blockbuster trade, a very kind of similar one to what we saw back in the early 2000s with, Shaquille O'Neal and all that. But very interesting. Man, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, we all know that last year it was going to be tough for the Lakers to break some kind of ground. LeBron didn't really have that good of a supporting crew. But now he gets a superstar like Anthony Davis in here. What's going to go on down the road? This is going to be pretty interesting. The whole conference is going to be interesting for that matter. What's your take on this, man?
I honestly think it's a good move by the Lakers. It's a huge move for them because I think that with these trades, they could be a contender for a championship within the next few seasons. But overall, I think the Pelicans win this deal in the long run, just because they have younger talent and all these players are younger. They have probably a lot more time left in the NBA compared to Anthony Davis, LeBron James. They're all gonna go soon, probably. Hopefully not, but in the reality, they're gonna retire soon. So in the long run, the Pelicans win this deal, but in the short run, I think the Lakers could contend for a championship and maybe even win one in the next few seasons. What is your take on this topic?
I think it pretty much sums up what you just said. I think the Pelicans, they made a move. It was pretty obvious from the get-go, though, that Anthony Davis wanted out of New Orleans. I kind of liked the way he kind of took it, though. He wasn't, going very public about it, still showed up with the team and stuff, still was supporting them, and just kind of was hey, this isn't really my deal. I kind of want out. Wasn't really boasting about it. So, you know what? I'll give a little bit of props to him there.
Still stuck with the team, which is a good thing.
Yeah, New Orleans kind of was hey, you know what? Thanks for the time, man. Really good player. But I think this deal, it sends volumes to me on the Lakers wanting to win now. They ever since they won that title back in 2010 with Kobe and Pau Gasol over the Boston Celtics, it's kind of been up and down. I mean, they made the playoffs a couple times, but when Kobe Bryant tore his Achilles back in, I think it was 2013, they have never been the same since. They have not made the playoffs, I think, once in the past 6 or 7 seasons. And, I mean, LA fans know, but the Lakers organization, I feel like that really sends volumes to them saying, we want to win now. We want a powerhouse name coming to our team. Anthony Davis, they get it. LeBron James, they locked him up last free agency. It just really shows that the Lakers, their front office wants to win now. Building the supporting crew, it kind of meant something to them, but right now in the short run, maybe for the long run, they wanted a superstar and they got Anthony Davis. He's been linked there for a while, but yeah, Lakers, LA, they want to win now. That's pretty clear, I think, from this kind of standpoint.
I've also seen Anthony Davis when I was in New Orleans, and
that's right, yeah, I do remember that.
It's honestly awesome seeing him play. He's really good. You could tell that he works hard every single game, and he puts it up on the score sheet too.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him win a national championship 1 year, one and done at Kentucky. Went on to win a national title. That people were talking about this guy like he was Mr. Big Shot. Number 1 overall pick in the NBA draft, too, that year. And he's gone on to become a pretty top player. Most of the time, though, most of these number 1 picks don't really end up to be everything you think. But
I think Anthony Davis does a really good job of that. He rounds it up.
I'd say so, too. I mean, you go back, I don't think I can name all the number 1 picks, but you look at especially this decade, the guys that have gone number 1 in the NBA draft, who's one that sticks out to you most? If I can name all of them, which I'm not going to do, Anthony Davis, I think, is the one guy that will stick out as, one of the top superstars in today's game. Don't get me wrong, there's a couple now, but I feel like if you're talking about one of the top players that have gone number one, because most of them don't really end up making a lot of noise, not trying to be stereotypical, but it's just the way it happens, maybe some overhyped stuff. I think Anthony Davis has kind of raised or set that bar just a little bit, especially with this kind of whole trade thing. The Lakers getting a superstar and the Lakers being always one of the power franchises in the NBA, respected. Maybe not as much anymore with what just happened with Magic Johnson and the Buss family, but overall, I think that sends volumes that a big superstar going to LA again is just a LA thing, you know.
Yeah.
But again, Anthony Davis, he's trying to prove that he's a top contender. I've heard some reports that he could be an MVP.
I believe it.
He very much could be.
I believe it. He's
got to stay healthy though, and the Lakers got to have they got to figure some stuff out. But overall, interesting trade. The fact that the Lakers are willing to give up 3 of their young players and 3 of their draft picks, first-round draft picks this year, just for Anthony Davis, very bold move. Very bold move.
I like it. I like it a lot. And going off of that, with Anthony Davis, like the trade that was involved with it, Lonzo Ball going to the Pelicans. How do you feel about that?
I don't really have much. I mean, he hasn't really done anything on the Lakers. I mean, first 2 seasons. I mean, we all know this kind of spot the Lakers were in. Nothing really. I mean, I feel like the more buzz you'd hear about him going to the Pelicans is his dad, LeVar. He made some comments about how the Lakers, this is the worst move they'll ever make. They'll never win another championship. I mean, honestly, I feel like LeVar, he's just got to play it cool. Just don't get in the picture. Just let his son do his thing. Lonzo, he's just got to. He's young. He'll get some reps. But as far as that deal is, I feel like who knows? I mean, with Alvin Gentry, coach of the Pelicans, he's a veteran. He'll know how to work with the young guys, and especially since they got number 1 overall draft pick, very big speculation that Zion Williamson will go number 1. I think the draft is either this Thursday or the next upcoming Thursday. It's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up soon.
But we all know how the Pelicans sold out lottery, and it's pretty much been speculated that Zion Williamson, power forward from Duke, will go number 1. If they can work good together, these young guys, and really build around this core, then sure, Lonzo can thrive. But really, just the difference is how well can they all work together as a team? Because, I mean, Lonzo, we all know he did good at UCLA.
Yeah.
He could pass the ball a lot, and just needs to work on his shot a little bit more. But overall, not a bad player. Just hasn't really broke out of his shell yet. But overall, I don't have much to say.
Yeah.
Overall.
So going off that, I think Lonzo is obviously doesn't have impressive numbers right now, but as the seasons come along, I think he'll gain more experience, which is crucial, and he'll be able to thrive with hopefully his teammates and him will get along, help with chemistry. But I also think LeVar should stay out of his son's picture.
Yeah, basketball life, yeah.
Lonzo should just be focusing on his game, and his dad should let him just do that and not interfere with anything or cause any drama in the media about anything that has to do with Lonzo, the Lakers, the Pelicans, NBA, any of that.
Yeah, the more talk he stirs, I feel like the bigger fool he looked like in the end. It's just going to hurt his case more and more, and people are just going to look down on him. So if he wants to keep doing that, I don't know.
People are also going to not like Lonzo because of his dad. Well, I honestly feel like Lonzo's a good guy, not like his father at all, but...
No, he doesn't seem anything like that. No. I'm also trying to think here, we have also heard that some of these other big free agent names, regarding the ones that I listed earlier, the Lakers, they could definitely have more cap room to sign another one of those big free agents. But here's the question. Who will it be? We just listed a bunch of interesting options. I'll throw some out there. Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard, Kemba Walker, Klay Thompson's out there, Kevin Durant's out there. There's a bunch of guys out there that could go, could not. Really, I feel like if you look at this NBA free agent picture as a whole, there's two teams mainly that have stuck out the most. It's the Lakers and the Knicks. Yeah. Those are the teams that everyone has been reportedly linked to. Because, for a while we kept hearing that Kyrie and Kevin Durant are going to the Knicks. Now I've heard it's Brooklyn. Brooklyn can be in the picture. But with this Kevin Durant Achilles injury, he's not going to be able to play. So, you know what? I don't know where he could go. Wherever he goes, he can't make an immediate impact because he's not going to play. Klay Thompson as well. Although I sincerely doubt Klay Thompson will leave. Splash Brothers, one of the two of them, very much loved by the city of Golden State or Oakland, now going to be San Francisco. I don't think he'll go anywhere. I think the Warriors will lock him up. But I don't think he wants to leave either. Mm-hmm. But as far as, Durant, Kyrie, Kemba Walker, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi, as far as those guys are concerned, it's just really what domino is going to fall where, and I think that's just what's going to happen. I don't really think Kawhi's in that mix with everyone else. I feel like it's mainly who does Kyrie want to play with? Who does Durant want to play with? Who does Jimmy Butler want to play with? Who does Kemba Walker want to play with? If anybody, because, Kemba Walker could probably go back to the Hornets. I have no clue. But really, as far as that's concerned, the Lakers and the Knicks are the two big teams that, people have been linked to. But I'm going to talk about the Lakers for a second, or we're going to talk about the Lakers for a second, because they landed Anthony Davis. So, I got another thought. If there were to be any open free agent right now that the Lakers are going to sign, who do you think it will be, and are they a good fit on the Lakers? What do you think about all these other free agents? Who do you think the Lakers would sign, and would they be a good fit to join LeBron and Anthony Davis, and why?
That's a tough one. There's a ton of players that could go with the Lakers, I believe. But I kind of could see Kyrie going there, just because I think it matches his game. What the Lakers want to do with Anthony Davis, LeBron. I think that it matches how Kyrie plays, and maybe that could play a factor in if he goes to the Lakers. And I could see if Kyrie goes there, I think they'll be a even bigger contender than if Kyrie goes there. But I could also see Kemba Walker going there just to play with some elite players, contend for a championship, I guess. What are your thoughts about this?
I honestly don't know if the Lakers will land anyone else. If they have cap room, for sure they'll go for it. But out of all those players, I don't think Durant wants to play with LeBron. Mm-hmm. I think he totally wants to go at him. Kemba Walker, I honestly feel like there could be a chance, but I still feel like he'll stay in Charlotte. That city needs a star player like him, and I think if he goes, it'll be a little bit of a downgrade for Charlotte. I think he'll have a big heart and stay there. I honestly got to go Kyrie Irving on this one, and it's based on what I saw. Pretty much since LeBron joined the Cavs, because when LeBron joined the Cavs, we all know what happened to the Cavaliers. They became a relevant team, winning the Eastern Conference. 4 out of those 5 years, the Warriors went to the finals. Who did they face? The Cavaliers. Cavaliers were not in a good spot when Kyrie Irving was by himself. When LeBron came, the team kind of shot up and was top of the Eastern Conference. But I feel like the way that they did it is kind of a reason why Kyrie could go. Because him wanting out of Cleveland was a sign that said, I don't want to play with LeBron. And I want to be the star of my own team. So when he got traded to the Celtics, that was really the telltale call of, here we go. It's Kyrie era coming up in Boston. This is Kyrie's team now. He's going to run the table. But guess what? It didn't happen. And I feel like this is a big sign of Kyrie maybe needing LeBron or needing a superstar, because he couldn't stay healthy the whole time. And who did the Celtics lose to in the finals last year, Eastern Conference Finals? The Cavaliers in 7 brutal games. That's the least thing that Kyrie Irving wanted to see. I honestly feel like he's not a good team leader. Mm-hmm. He's one of the people that has to be with someone else because he feeds off of someone else's leadership. I don't feel like he did a good job leading in Boston. You heard reports all year long that the locker room was dysfunctional in Boston. They couldn't do anything with Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving and the other superstars they had there. So the fact that Kyrie could go to the Lakers doesn't really surprise me, because he's going back to a player that he's familiar with, LeBron James. They've spent 4 years together in Cleveland. And now newly joined Anthony Davis. He's getting direct feeding off of these two superstars, and I feel like that's how he wants to play. He found out in Boston that he's not a good leader of a team. So now he goes to the Lakers, if he does. He goes into LA saying, now I'm playing with LeBron again. I could just do whatever we did in Cleveland or something like that, or Anthony Davis for that matter. I don't have to step up and be that team leader. I feel like that's a mentality when we talk about any of these free agents, is that Kyrie doesn't want to be the leader of the team. He'll be like the puppy following his mom or something like that. He'll be wherever this top guy goes.
Yeah, for sure. Can I cut in really quick?
Yeah. Go for it.
When I heard that Kyrie was going to the Celtics, I was like, dang, he's going to lead this team to a championship. But then he ran into the LeBron and the Cavs. And in seven games against the Cavs is pretty good, pretty awesome for like a team like to push it to 7 games. But I thought he was going to be more of a star.
They should have won that series.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be more of a star than he actually was, like, in the season. But I do believe that he needs a superstar, like LeBron or Anthony Davis, to, like, lead a team over any, like, powerhouse team.
Yeah. Because when they got Gordon Hayward from Utah, that was like, oh boy, look out for Boston. Gordon Hayward's reunited with his old college coach, former Butler basketball head coach, Brad Stevens. So this was really a key point to, here we go. But they hit the brakes right away. They didn't do anything in 2 years. And that's the thing. It's only 2 years, and Kyrie Irving is basically wanting out. He opted out of his contract, and we could basically assume that he's done in Boston.
Yeah.
He's not coming back. Al Horford, just rumored today, Al Horford, former Atlanta Hawk and maybe not former Boston Celtic, has indicated that he is looking for a 3 or 4 year deal from another team. It is reported he is leaving the Boston Celtics, so that's another huge blow. Celtics kind of falling apart in free agency, losing their key guys. They still got Gordon Hayward, but can he be healthy? But going back to the Kyrie thing, I think that's exactly it. He doesn't have a leader mentality. He's just kind of he's a good player, but he doesn't have that trait of being like a leader.
He needs a star to help him.
He does. Exactly right. And I don't know if it's really in his mind. if the Lakers are a good fit for him or not. It really just depends. But if he goes to play with Kevin Durant, that'll be very interesting because Kevin Durant is not able to play right now. He'll have to do most of it on his own. But you know what? Anything can happen. Yeah. Let's be honest. Anything can happen. This is a player-dominated league where we have seen over the last couple of years the players have total control. Total control. Most of these coaches can't do much now to stop the players from doing what they want. I mean, look at Houston, for example. I mean, James Harden basically runs the floor in Houston. Now it's rumored that Chris Paul wants to leave because his relationship with James Harden is diminishing. Very telling on how James Harden has taken that player's advantage to a very large extent, and that speaks for the rest of the league. Chris Paul, in fact, he's the head of the NBA Players Association, so it's kind of funny there that he's kind of getting bossed around on his own team, even though he's the head of the Players Association.
That's fine.
And we were talking about how it's a players' league, but there's so many questions. I don't even really know if there is a true answer. There's just so many more questions. And when the question is partially answered with, oh, Kyrie's going there, oh, Durant's going there, then you could kind of start to look for more direct answers, but I don't think there's a clear-cut answer as far as any of these superstars are concerned with where they want to go, what kind of environment do they want to be in the most?
Yeah. I don't think anything will be official until the official free agency starts or close to the season before we all know where any of these players are going to go, if they go anywhere.
Exactly, yeah. We will not find out until, like I said, one domino falls after another. That's just what's going to happen. Anything can happen. I mean, when Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, that sent absolute shockwaves throughout the NBA universe. Could it happen again this year? We don't know. We just simply don't know. This is an interesting league. Players have too much control nowadays.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I honestly think it's a good thing, kind of, though. If you look at it in, the long run. But...
Wait, long run as far as... What,
exactly? Where the league is trying to go for. It's hard to explain. But, I feel like that's good that the players are, leading, what they want the NBA to do. Since they're the ones playing, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying. They're the ones playing. They feel like it's their league, and they want to take control. Is that what you're trying to get at there?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We honestly don't know. We speculate a lot of stuff, but we don't actually know what could be going on in any of these guys' minds, or, for that matter, what they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. It's just all speculation.
It's going to be an interesting rest of the offseason.
Yeah. Anthony Davis was definitely the first domino to fall, but whichever the next one is, that will definitely impact where everyone else goes. I will for sure tell you that.
I'll quote you on that too.
I mean, we'll see. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Once one player goes, it's the list kind of starts narrowing down, and you're decisions. So
I honestly can't wait till the beginning of the season starts again, so we can see all these new players going to new teams and see how they turn out, if they expect it to turn out as they wanted to.
Now, I do like that, too. I do like kind of the new vibe beginning of the season. Everyone's kind of... Some people are in a different place. New season, new vibe. It's starting fresh.
Starting fresh.
It's it started a new season, and that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
I completely agree. But the fact is, it's just hard to wait when you're anticipating a very busy and very active offseason where you have all these superstars trying to go to whatever team they want, and it's not happening yet, and you're like, man, can they just pick a team already?
Yeah.
It's like, man, can't the season just start? Why has it just begun? Why has the offseason just begun?
It's going to be a long 2 months.
That's right. Yes, it will.
I think we're getting to the end of this podcast for the first episode.
All right, yeah. Thank you all for listening or tuning in to On the Spot Sports. I'm Tyler Farringle.
And I'm Jack Huduk. And we appreciate all of you guys who are listening. And we will continue to get more episodes in.
This is just the first episode. NBA edition. We will headline more of the upcoming sports coming up. We got MLB in full swing right now. We got the NHL just ended. NFL wild off season. Be ready for an interesting one. College football, college basketball, whatever you guys want, we got it. First episode in the books, though, NBA off season. We have more to come on that and everything else. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. On the Spot Sports. I'm Tyler Farringle. That was Jack Hudek. And we're calling it a night. Thank you guys for listening. And
we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see you guys from On the Spot Sports.